Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, I already know it's peace and blessing. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. I already know these notifications ain't go out. Just a quick little pop up. Just a quick little pop up with the people. Uh, First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Tuesday. Hopefully everybody is smoothly able to get through their work day. For those who are out and about right now, y'all already know. Just make sure y'all keeping yourself safe, be aware of your surroundings. Liz, baby, Brooklyn, what's going on, my guy? Gabe, what's going on? What's going on? I know a lot of y'all, whether you celebrate or not, you still got plans for the fourth. Again, just make sure y'all keeping yourself safe. Making sure y'all, enjoy the blessings regardless. When it's all said and done, too, just try to bring a little prosperity and peace to yourself. James, what's going on, my guy? Denise, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely was a great one, nonetheless. And if you missed it, you can catch the replay. Um, Want to chime in on a couple of little things that I feel is disturbing right now, and it's disturbing because it's a something I spoke about recently, and I said it's a something that really needs to stop. Um, and this is on both sides. Don't think I'm always just calling one thing. No, I call things down the middle. Um, there's certain situations where, again, there's no need for violence, no need to escalate the violence, because it's pretty much pointless. You know. Oh, that's another thing. Thank you for reminding me. For those who might be dealing with fireworks and stuff like that this upcoming week, just make sure you keeping yourself safe, keeping the kids safe. Just following the protocols and guidelines. That's it, and y'all good to go. You know, definitely don't want to be losing no fingers or anything else along those lines. So, the one thing I find that's really again disturbing is again the acts of violence between the men and the women. And this is not just my melanated community that seems to have aggression and anger when it comes to the women. No, this is just women in general. Um, One thing I seen recently, like I was telling y'all, it's some dating show I guess they got on here, or some matchmaking show. But my thing with that situation in particular, um, it seems like the woman got upset mostly because almost everybody like popped the balloons as far as like they didn't want to match up with her. But see, one of them didn't match up only because he knew her. That was his, that's his homie, his best friend or whatever. So I could expect him to do that. But it seemed like the rest of them did it for certain reasons. Now, this is what I'm saying all in all. Susanna, baby. Now, this is what I'm saying all in all. You came out with the aggression. You came out with the rah rah attitude, and I'm strong and yada yada. And, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, and I can guarantee you can't pull this out. Those type of aggressions and the way you speak to people, that will leave you and leave a lot of you single. Yeah, I know how to talk to people. I was just talking about this recently. Just talked about it recently. I know how to talk to each other. You can't expect somebody to take you serious or even want to date you when you got this aggressive attitude. Joe, what's going on, baby? You got this aggressive attitude like you was already ready to come out fight. First, you came out snapping on people. You don't know these people like that. One of them in particular, you was calling every name out the book except the child of God. But the minute he said something to you, you got triggered, and the first thing you do is go to try to attack her. Now, lucky he don't hit women, and he said that shit loud and clear. You lucky I don't hit women, which I respect because there are a lot of men who don't hit women. It's only because what are we going to gain out of that? And then if we did, to a degree, we already know what it is. Some of these fools out here that want to be simps. Oh, yo, you boy, that's a female. So it's all right for a woman to be unprovoked to a degree and then come punch me in the face, but I can't defend myself. Nah, this is not gonna happen. You know, and then some people who, guess what? You give them that energy, they're gonna give it back to you. I said this recently. You know, you don't have to like each other. You could disagree with each other, anything, but it's a disrespect level when you start going with the hands. Now again, lucky, that man didn't put his hands on you because he looked like he probably would have took you out. You mad because he called you a dirty hoe, but in the same token, the way you came out dressed, the way you was presenting yourself, you presented yourself like Project Bunny. So you get what you get what you put out as far as the energy is concerned. Now again, had she went and did that to somebody else, she might not have been lucky. She probably would have either got beat up on site or it would have been worse. So again, when it comes to certain situations, if you could dish it out but can't take it, don't dish it out in the first place. BMF, what's going on, my guy? Again, that could have been a situation where it could have went left real quick, and it could have ended up bad for her. And then guess what? Everybody, oh, but yeah, he should have did this, and he should have been in control of it. First things first. Anytime any man feels attacked or threatened, it don't matter. Hands is going up. That's just the number one thing. The hands will go up in defense. And again, when the person wasn't doing anything that warranted that anger in the first place or warranted that type of aggression, nah, you reap what you sow to a degree. What the hell is this? Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, never mind. But I think that's sad though. Like, why does it always have to be an aggressive situation when you brought the aggression? You done called him everything. You done called him Dusty. You done called him broke Nick. You done called him every word in the book, like I said, except what you should have been calling him, even by his name. And I think that's a dangerous situation. Again, there's a lot of you women out there from all communities that need to chill out with the hands and throwing hands at people. Because again, you're gonna bring that energy and you might catch the right person that don't care. What you gonna do then? Now, your normal thing will be playing victim. It's crazy. Like that's the first thing you'll do is play victim after you know, bro. All right, cool gamer, what's going on? Savage Dave, what's going on, my guy? But this is something you gotta realize. Ladies, if a man is not being aggressive with you, if he hasn't disrespected you, put his hands on you, or anything along those lines, don't be quick to want to put your hands up and fight and punch people. Again, have some sense and some decency because you're doing all of that and it's unwarranted. It's not right. I'm quite sure some of y'all came from that era where it's, yo, keep your hands to yourself. Unless you necessarily have to defend yourself, keep your hands to yourself. And I say the same thing for some of you men too, because some of you men just be doing things out of the blue. Again, the aggression seems like you are too upset about something. Well, like grown ups should be doing, sit down and talk. You know, seem like you mad because he called you that one word in particular. Out of all the things you said to him, he barely even, he was sitting there allowing you to say what he was allowing you to say a lot. He barely said anything to you. But then the minute he called you out your character, you want to get upset. But you called him out his character the whole time. And, come on now. That's the rudeness and disrespectfulness I be talking about to a degree. Like, it wasn't warranted. Mo, what's going on, baby? Nah, Dave, but this the thing though, bro. Again, if a man didn't do anything outside of just defend himself and say one thing to you, should be no reason for you to be throwing hands at him. Should be no reason again to be violent. For what? Because guess what? Even if you ain't in some form of relationship or anything along those lines, you hitting each other, guess what? You both going down. It's still assault at the end of the day. Who want to be sitting in a damn jail cell or possibly having to worry about everything because couldn't get in control of your emotions. Don't call somebody out their character and think they won't call you out yours. And if they call you out yours, you can't get mad. This is what you wanted. Your objective was supposed to be trying to match make with somebody, not try to insult them, belittle them. And this is what I just talked about yesterday, and this is what we talked about recently on another show. Gotta learn to talk to each other, not talk at each other, not talk down at each other. How we supposed to be uplifting each other when we always cutting each other's throats? I'm sorry, but there's a lot of y'all that if you don't start at least conforming or changing some of your little styles and your little whatever, you're gonna be lonely for life. You're gonna wonder why you're not gaining any form of blessing, or you want to wonder why things just ain't going right for you because you're being too stubborn in your ways. You can't sit here and think you can just disrespect somebody throughout the entire time and they don't at least say something back to you, or somebody else don't say something to you to humble you. Some of y'all need to be humble because it seems like that aggression is not going nowhere. And it's sad. You'll sit here and try to say that there's no good men, but in the same token, you're being aggressive to these men who some of these men ain't with all that aggression. And then you want to have some men that, guess what? If you feel you're going to get aggressive and violent, then you just open up a whole bag of worms for yourself. Reap what you sow. Serious, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. But aggression, when it comes down to trying to date, that should never be a factor at all. Mel, what's going on, baby? And I find that ironic. Your objective was supposed to be going to match make with somebody or try to find you a perfect match. And in that same token, you put yourself in a situation where it could have got dangerous. It could have definitely turned left. Or if that person had somebody that was within view, or even somebody that they really rock with, they probably would have beat you up. They probably would have did whatever to you just because you done harmed somebody that they rock with. That could have been family for you. Like, you gotta think before you do. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Think before you do things. Violence is never going to be the answer or the key to you trying to find any form of happiness, man. Yeah, Dave, I do. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. Give me a second. Who the hell is this? My bad, y'all. Workflow watching these cameras again. Oh, never mind. Good. Still got maintenance here. Good. I can chill out for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, though, bro. I got you. But this is what I'm saying, though. I'm saying it on both angles again. Gotta be wise in what you know. If your objective is to try to find you a soulmate, or just try to find you some form of a good relationship with somebody, then again, you gotta be yourself. Yes, you're always supposed to maintain and be yourself, but there's just certain aspects that you think is gonna work, ain't gonna work. Like for some of you men that think that it's cool to always put hands and feet on a woman, guess what? This is why some of y'all don't have the good luck that you have, or why your blessings get cut short. Because again, this should not be our main goal as far as building. So we got to fight every day. No, we already going to have little arguments and disagreements on certain things, but we should never get to physical nature on things. Sure. Because again, prime example, you hit this man, and if he'd have turned around and hit you back, guess who's going to jail 9 out of 10? Because I know it's still certain areas where they don't care. They'll still take the man before they take both people. So, you got to be mindful. I think it's still dummy like, hold on. All right. But you got to remind yourself, this is not the way to handle things. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? It's not the way to handle things. Like, there's a lot of y'all that wonder why people either are afraid to be around you or they just don't like you, period. This could be a reason because, again, in the long run, who wants to be around anybody or who's really going to have any love and respect for anybody who's being physically abusive, being physically confrontational all the time? Doesn't matter, man or woman. Like, how do you expect anything to happen in the blossom when you're focusing on the violence aspect of things? It's not going to work. But again, for this situation, this girl done punched this dude in his face. Now, like I said, had she'd have punched somebody else, or she'd have punched how you would say a hood nigga or a hood booger, she probably would have got the same energy she just gave out. And then again, that looks bad on both of y'all. That looks bad on you too, because in the long run, it just goes to show you don't have no self control over anything. You don't. You don't have no type of control over your rage, your emotion, and that will be your downfall a lot of times. Look at some of these people that are sitting up right now doing time just because of that, not being in control of their emotions. You know, just listening to that inner anger instead of saying, you know what, it ain't worth it. Let me move on. And it's sad. It's sad because again, what does it get you? What, headaches? Charges that you don't want? It's crazy. DMW, what's going on? What's going on? And again, in certain areas, it doesn't matter who initiated what. Just know that if any form of fight happens to spark between a man and a woman, you're both going to jail. So, what is the purpose of even getting to that point? I've always felt if it got to get to violence on any level, then that's toxic right there. You need to get away from that toxicity because guess what? It's not gonna it's not gonna work for either one of y'all. You're messing up both of your lives because again, you're thinking about that nature of things. I gotta put my hands on a woman to show her that I love her, that I got a thing for her. Nah, just open your mouth and talk and have a discussion. And if things don't work out the way you think it should work out, then you keep it moving. I just spoke about this shoot to a degree yesterday. Like just knowing how to talk to each other. Shouldn't be screaming at you, yelling at you, no, none of that. Not to gauge your attention and definitely not to just get a point across. I shouldn't be going down your neck or your throat for the hell of it. No, no, no. Can't do that. I think that's a problem again. Like you're setting the wrong tone technically. Because if you're supposed to be showing people this is how you present yourself, going out to go find love and all this other stuff, how they gonna take that? When you coming in there, rah rah, you getting crazy, you cursing everybody out, you talking down to them all, like come on now. There's some of y'all that really wonder why you have issues or why you're getting used the way you're getting used, and this is the reason why. Ain't no real man gonna want to be with somebody that feel like they the man in the relationship. And if that's the case, then you need to go be on the other side of the fence and go do something about that, because that's not going to work with every man. It's the same way y'all dudes think it's cool to be beating and pouncing on women. Nigga, that's not cool neither. Hold on, Savage Dave, I got you. Hold on.
What's up, my guy? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, but it's crazy on both ends, like I said, because again, you fellas think it's a game. It's not a game. You could possibly unalive somebody just by beating them to death. Like I said, I had a friend of the family that was close to my mama, and she died because of that. Died because of that, and I don't know if that dude ever even served any time for her, because he's technically the reason why she's not here. Beat her senseless, and then she fell into a coma that evening. And this is what I'm saying, fellas. You are physically stronger than these women. Stop letting them provoke you the way you feel like you got to get physical with them, and vice versa. You ladies need to stop doing certain things and thinking certain men just ain't going to call you out or ain't going to shut you down, because that will exactly happen, and it will happen the way you not expecting it to happen. You
That's
better think
what
twice
happened
about
to
that.
me, Nate. That's what happened to me, my guy. I was with my baby mom, right? We've been together 18 months, and I had heard through the grapevines through several different people she got caught several times with another guy. I uh, I talked to her about it, and she smacked me, right? And if you get smacked the way I got smacked, you're gonna retaliate because I'd been drinking that day, and that's what provoked me to go and confront her about it because I'd known about it for like 6 months. I guess I'm a wuss about it, But I talked to her, and she smacked the heck out of me, and I grabbed her up. I didn't like grab her up, but I like pushed her away from me by her neck. I just one handed it, and I went to jail. She didn't. Should have been both of us. We both put hands on each other. I went to jail. I lost the being able to see my son for 3 years. Had a restraining order against her. It was ridiculous. And it's like, well, I did nothing wrong. I was just trying to talk to her about her cheating on me while she's pregnant, and I'm the one that got got messed up all over the deal. So yeah, I completely 100% agree with your what you're talking about here. With the women and the men should both be held responsible, but there shouldn't be any violence between the two. Period.
Nah, it's the truth though. Now, see, now prime example with your situation, it was just raw. It was just raw and it was intense. I grant that. But that same token, she ain't have to slap you. She should have just told you what it was, especially if you already knew about it. See, that's another thing
Right.
I'm trying to say with people. If you know you doing some foul shit in a relationship, it's either you gonna come clean or just expect a certain amount of consequences. Like people are gonna find out, because don't think you're gonna be able to hide a secret like that and somebody don't come back and say something. Or if somebody don't do their own investigative research. That's why I be saying they don't be thinking.
That's the same way as here on YouTube. If somebody talks crap about somebody on YouTube, you don't expect them to go and do their own stream or video and talk crap back. That's violence for violence. You're not going to stop it.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though. It's just at the end of the day, it's just about a level of respect. Now you came there respectfully and asked her respectfully what was going on. You confronted her about it. She shouldn't have slapped you. But see, when she slapped you, that's because she already knew You know the truth.
Yeah, and the way that she slapped me, it was like a grown man slapping me. I ain't never had a woman slap me that hard before. That's what tripped my little head. I was like, nope. I was only 18 at the time. I'm 34 now. I don't. That's the one and only time I've ever laid hands on a lady. I didn't know, and that's the only reason why I let go of her because I was raised better than that. She got me a good one, and I just flipped my lid, and I'm like, nope, that ain't happening. I pushed her away from him. She even told him the judge. She was like, he only had hold of me for like 3 seconds, if that. So the judge even gave me an OR because, like I said, I was the only one that went to jail, even though she slapped me first. We both should have went to jail. I admit I laid hands on her, which I shouldn't have, of course, but she shouldn't have laid hands on me neither. You know.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy is because, like I said, they changed up a lot now. See, when you had your situation, they were still on the lines of it was the man's fault, even if the man ain't the one that initiated shit. But
Right.
now, a lot of the states are not playing. It doesn't matter who starts the initiation. Just know you're both going to jail. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious
Hmm.
baby. Yeah, but you just it's crazy because again, you gotta think about it. When both of you are too angry to even sit down and have a formal conversation about something, then you need to move away from each other until you're both clear and level headed. Because how do you expect any resolution or anything to be resolved if you're both, again, angry, yelling, screaming, even fighting with each other? That gets nowhere. That
I
just
know.
gets you that just gets you a DV charge, or that just gets y'all a night in the jail, or depending on where you at, you might be sending in more than a night. So what's the
Oh,
whole purpose of
I
doing
sat it out for 30 nights. And what was really worse about it is my boy was there, and that's why I got the 3 years not being able to see my son, not being able to be around her. Like I said, I don't know if you allow light cussing or not, but I'm gonna say this one and one time only. I got the shit end of the stick when it came to that whole situation. She started it by smacking me, and I'm the one that goes to jail, loses visitation with my son, can't go around neither one of them over 500 yards, you know. And then I move across the street to a friend's house, and she's friends with one of the lady that I moved in with, her daughter. She was friends with her, so I gotta be trapped in the house while she's outside talking to the her friend. It's like, oh my goodness, you know. And of course, I'm not gonna be that type of person. It's like, oh yeah, call the cops. She's right out front of the house. She's doing this on purpose. No, I let it go, and then yeah, well, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it was absolutely ridiculous. It's like I was trying to do everything that I was supposed to do, and she was doing everything that she wasn't supposed to do. But I'm the one that always gets in trouble for it. Ugh. But
Yeah, man. Like, that's the crazy part about it, though, because I've always said this in general, and this goes on both sides. You're both not doing right, or one of you ain't doing right. Nothing is ever gonna go right. Um, and then I've said this before to some people. If you're not willing to really be committed to somebody, I don't care if you're young or old. If you're not willing to sit down and really be committed and figure out things on a humble, don't expect anything to stay within that parameter of happiness because it's not going to happen. If you're both now on the same page, forget about it. Every day is going to either be some form of argument or some form of physical fight. It's not needed.
you're right about that, and that's why here for the last I don't know 3 years or so, I haven't even been on the market. I'm done. I'd rather be by myself. It's a lot easier.
Nah, but you know what? This is the one thing. Like that's why I was saying, recently. Everybody want to at least be able to be with somebody that's is going to be on the same page with them, that's going to remain loyal, but again, also be trustworthy and truthful. That's why, communication is always the thing. And even when some people feel like it could be something going on, you can't sit back and let it fester. If you think somebody is doing you dirty, then you need to address it. And even if you could be wrong, still don't matter. You still need to let it be known because this is how you're feeling right now. Because that right there, even if there's nothing going on, if it don't get addressed, you'll never know you'll never know what the real situation is for it.
Right, right. I feel you. I feel you. I just, I've been through a lot of relationships, and most of them don't work. I don't know if it's me or if it's them or both of us together. It just never works, and I've been through a good bit, and anymore, it's not worth it to me anymore. So I kind of turned into what we call an introvert, somebody that's just rather just sit in a room all by themselves and not let anybody mess with them. I'm just over the social life. My social life is right here talking to people on YouTube and things like that. I get it. Sounds kind of weird, but
No, you know what it is. Like I said, the thing with the thing with dating, it don't matter what age it is.
I
You
know.
gotta make sure that if you are dating somebody, but this the thing, you dating, but you're supposed to keep your options open. But if you're consistently dating one person in particular, then that means y'all could possibly have some form of connection or spark. But
Right.
you still have to have communications open regardless because people ain't mind readers. Like I was saying yesterday, nobody's a mind reader. Like sometimes we don't know what's going on until you say something. We could think you okay, and it's vice versa. If we don't say nothing, sometimes all women going to think that ain't nothing wrong with us. We good. Nah, this is why again communication needs to be open. Because if I could be going through something, how would you know it if I don't say nothing? What is going to take me to have one of those blackout moments or something for you to realize that there's something serious going on? Nah, it shouldn't be that way.
Right. Right. Like this is how what kind of girls I seem to attract. It's just weird, but they always are pretty much the same. They're all complete opposites of what they are from the last one, but they in the end it always seems to be the same. Like the one that I had, not the last one, but the one before. Last one was just me and her just didn't get along. We just couldn't do it. But the one before, I was able to get along with her, and I knew this girl for like, oh Lord, 5 or 6 years before we ended up getting together. And I knew that she smoked weed. I knew she took pills. I knew she drank beer. So I knew what I was getting into there. But when I got with her and I started getting into knowing her better and knowing her actions and where she was at and what she was doing, I found out the bitch is doing meth, heroin, everything else. I'm like, oh my god. Now just she lost her feet because she's diabetic. She can't do anything. She's no longer working. I was like, well, I'm glad I got away from that. And that's just the type of women that I always seem to find. I don't know. But that's also the type of area that I live in as well. Everybody around here is on dope.
That's crazy. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. See, like I told people, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what community you come from or where your surroundings are. Not everybody in that community gonna be on the same thing. Like I'm from a community where damn near every time you look is either a shootout, a stabbing, or something else. But not everybody is
Mm,
doing it. You'll
mm.
have a select few. So it's just it's a trick bag, but you gotta know exactly what you want before you
It,
just go and do anything with anybody. So
it it's not that kind of crime here. It's more mainly just the drugs. The drugs are absolutely terrible here. It's the whole county. This will give you a little idea. The whole county only has 13,000 people in it. We're just a small, tight knit community. But everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean like 85% of the county is on drugs of some sort or the other. Even myself, I'm an alcoholic and I smoke weed. But I don't do what the. Uh, I watch people walking down the alley where I live at, and their knuckles are dragging the ground at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just good grief. They're just going from one drug house to the next. And it's
Yeah,
bad here.
yeah, but you know, like the sad part about it though is, again, 13,000 people are granted. It is kind of small knit, but in the same token, I don't believe all 13,000 people are on drugs. You know what it
No,
is
I
though?
said 85%, not all 13,000. No, 85%.
Yeah, but you still got another 15 that regardless to what, you know,
Yeah,
it
those are
could
your
be decent
teachers,
people.
your doctors, and anything in between there. You go to
Yeah,
McDonald's, guaranteed the person giving you your food's got track marks.
it's crazy.
Hmm.
You gotta be careful
It
on
really
things
is.
like that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, you just gotta know what you're looking for in particular before you just go out there and go look for it. Now, if you want somebody that prime example, if you don't want a drinker, then you know you still take that chance. Again, you're supposed to keep your options open regardless. And even if you think you got a strong possible option, you got to make sure that everything is right within the same realms. Because guess what? If it's not, you'll have another lost cause, and then you'll be thinking like, well, damn, maybe it's just me. That's when you'll start second guessing yourself. No, a lot of times it don't be you. It just is what you looking for. Because again, some people don't fully even know what they looking for. Like the
I've
same thing
been
I
there.
was saying earlier.
I've been there on a different situation, but I've been there. I've been second guessing myself for the last 2 years. But real quick, I do have a question in the comment section. I'm sorry, Nate. A big movie fan's asking me, Savage Dave, what happened to your other account? Not, it got shut down. The one on right now is the one that you'll want to go and connect to, because I've known Big Movie for years now.
Yeah.
Big, big movie, just you know what to do. You're blue. Go click my name up there, scroll up in the chat, hit my name. You're good to go.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying though. It's just you gotta still know what the hell you looking for. But you can't second guess yourself just because you might not have landed what you thought you was getting ready to land. But that's the thing though. In life you're gonna take certain forms of rejection or, you know, if you don't take rejection, sometimes you're gonna be left in confusion because it's like, wait a minute, do I really got something with this person or is this just a but you never second guess yourself because you know what you really want. Like if you already know what specific woman you want, it's the same thing with a woman. If she know what kind of specific man she really looking for at that time frame, she might find him, she might not. Same thing to do. You might find him, might not. But then again, you'll never know if you don't really get out there. Like I said, keep your options open and explore because
Right.
you're not tied down to nobody. So you could just do what's necessary. Like, all right, well, I've been on a few dates with a few different people, and then just narrow it down. Like, you know what? I think I got a decent connection with this one, and another one with this one. So now I'm narrowing it down. That's just like if I dated 10 women within a week's time, I would have to narrow down either one or two. So it'd be like, okay, let me see what I did.
Damn, Pimp Daddy.
No, no. But hold on one second. Yeah, I know.
It's at least two every couple of days.
Hey, yo, come on. I think we got some women over here. Hold on one second. I,
That's funny. No, but I've got some life goals too. It's just it's really not possible where I'm at. I definitely want to. The very first thing that I want is to be a mechanic. You know, I already know how to turn a wrench. I've worked on cars for the last off and on for the last 8 years of my life. I've been helping girlfriends, my buddy, keep their cars up and running. So, and I'm even willing to offer, not offered, but willing to offer anybody that runs a garage. Hey, look, I'll work for you a couple of days for free. Let me just show you what I can do, and then you can say, hey, either you're hired or go kick rocks. But there's nothing like that around here. You got a few backyard garages; they don't pay shit. You got your dealerships, and you have to be ASC certified. But you've got your few that have got like 3 or 4 garages that work on cars all the time, mechanics, and they're all filled up. So I need to get the hell out of here. There's nothing here. Nothing for me. I need to move on, get somewhere else. But the problem is there's no money, and I need somebody to go with me for the fact that I cannot drive. I don't have a license, and I've got over a 12-point suspension, which screws me. So I can't even get a license. Henceforth, I need somebody to go with me out of state, so that way I can find something better, a different location, things like that. Just start a new life.
Yeah, and that's one thing I can say. When things ain't working out, see, like I would always say, like you just said, there's only 13,000 people within that county. But if you felt you already had your options with most of them, then maybe it is time to explore outside of that. And I've always said that to a degree. You explore your options. And Didi, what's going on, baby? Yeah, hold on one second.
You're good. I went to North Carolina with one of my ex girlfriends, and by the time we got there, I had a black eye, and we was on our way back to Ohio. So that didn't work. And that was right after Hurricane Sandy. They tore up the entire East Coast. And um, my dad, he's always been a construction worker, and he took me out on a lot of his job sites. So I knew that going out of there and all them houses tore up, I could help fix things up. I've got that same knowledge like I do with cars. I literally a handyman. I can do plumbing. I'm not going to do gas work, but I can do like electric and no drywall, framework, finishing, things like that. I'm good with all that. But as soon as we got down there, she blamed me for stealing money off of her. I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, we've been together the entire time since we left Ohio. I said, why would I steal $100 off you? Hey, where would I spend it? She's like, on drugs. I said, I haven't left you, and I don't know anybody down here.
Nah, but see, that's the thing, though. See, and that's a bad notion too. When you got people that think the worst of you, when
Hmm.
you know it's not even true. And that's why I said some people just you gotta know what you gotta know what you going out there for, and you gotta just set a certain boundary. Like, look, I'm looking for this, but I'm not gonna be dealing with this, and I definitely ain't gonna be tolerating anything that's not bringing me peace, joy, or happiness.
Right. Well,
You
Nate,
know,
the funniest part about that story, and I'm gonna make this quick, is once she punched me in the eye, I got the hell out the van, walked around the other side, opened the door, said, "Get out," and she did. And then I looked down on the passenger floor, and I found like $400 or $500 sitting there on the passenger floor. I said, "Is this what you're missing?" And you thought you was only missing $100, and you're stepping on like 3 of them, dummy. And I got a black eye over because she punched me right in the eye. She got me a going. I ain't even gonna lie. I just stood there or sat there and looked at her. Was like, was that necessary? Nobody went to
No,
jail or anything because nobody called. But yeah, like
yeah,
we're
but
going home. I'm out.
yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. You know, like I was saying, you just again, it's just being in control of your emotion. You know, it's not so much as emotional intelligence. It's about emotional maturity more than anything. Because I could be emotionally intelligent but still be immature to a degree. Look here, I gotta be able to say this is what it is, and if I felt this is what's happening, then I got an option to stay or I got an option to leave. Like if I'm with somebody and it starts getting physical and I'm not even the one that's initiating it, I got a choice to still stay with that person or I got a choice to leave. Or I can take that other choice and then be sitting up in the jail cell again for what? You know, so again, it's about just knowing when to attack something when you need to and when to just fall back. Like, see what you did? You had to confront that because you was getting more than one story from somebody else. And then plus you probably already had the feeling. So again, it was just about knowing when to bring it. And that's the one time you gotta remember, know when to attack something. Because
Like I was buzzed up when that all happened. So I mean, it was like it for me in my head. It was we're doing it now, or we're not going to ever do it at all. Because when I found out that my ex girlfriend was doing that, and she was pregnant. When I confronted her, my son was 8 months old. So I let it go for a long time. And I got a hold of some Canadian Mist, and I just, at that point in time, only being 18, not even old enough to drink, I
yeah,
just was being dumb and let her rip, you know? I went and I knew that she was doing a paper route. I knew her route, and we argued the whole paper route. We made it all the way back home. We kept arguing. She smacked me. I grabbed her, and then that was the end of that.
yeah.
I go to jail. She goes home. Yay!
But see, it's crazy because again, you know, you got people who had to learn lessons the hard way, or just, you know, and that's I'm saying this because I said it's crazy how sometimes the violence is not warranted at all. But
Right.
you know, and that's on both ends. But see, I would say mostly on her end. She ain't have to provoke nothing. You know, I granted y'all both, but see, this is also a key critical lesson for people who might be watching or catching this. You know, it's different when you're young. You know, you're gonna be young. You got all these hormones raging, so on and so forth. And so, again, some people are not emotionally mature before a certain age.
It's
So
like
you know,
schoolyard stuff.
yeah, you know. But see, once you start getting older, once you start realizing certain things, you'll pretty much see that. All right, well, you know what? This ain't gonna work. I know I can't do this no more. Even if the laws have changed and it could be somewhere where we both shouldn't even have to go to that route. If anytime it feels like that, then that's a point to leave.
Hmm. I 100% agree with you. You know, I used to hold it against her. Now, like literally, we're not. I wouldn't say friends, but we're not on no fighting basis and whatnot. She talks to me, I talk to her. We're not nothing bad to each other. What really surprised me with her is, I was like some girls when they're your baby mom, if you're not part of the family, they'll talk bad to you about to your kid or talk bad about you to your kid and stuff. She never did that. My son's always been right there and been supportive of me, even though I'm a low life piece of crap. He's always been supportive, and that's what's awesome. And me and that same woman, we don't have no ill will between each other. Even after all that crap, we worked past it, and we're good now. We've been good. There's no problem. She dropped $27,000 of child support for me because I racked up a bunch being locked up and stuff. And she's like, "Look, I'm dealing with the same that he's dealing with. I don't want that money. Drop it. And they did. 27,000. That's a chunk, man. That's life changing right there. You know.
Yeah, yeah, because but see, that's the thing too. I've always said, I spoke about this recently. I said it's stupid that you would try to hit somebody for child support while they locked up. Because how the
Hmm.
fuck are they? Excuse me for saying it that way, but how the hell are they gonna pay anything if they locked up? If they do got a job in the prison, what is 2 cent the most, 8 cent an hour? You ain't getting nothing. So how the hell you charging somebody? Man, listen, there's people
I
right
think.
now that's in jail for quote unquote child support, and then come to find out them children ain't even theirs. I spoke about that recently too. I said this is why you got to be careful on what you doing and the people you choose. You know, you have to.
Working as a trustee there in prison, child support got $3 a month. Why? I mean, I couldn't even afford to wash my own ass off $6 a month. I mean, come on. It
Yeah, yeah, that's
was
why I'm saying.
terrible.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though, and that's why I said like there's certain things I feel need to change because I feel nobody should get hit for child support, especially if they locked up. Now, what if that person was locked up for life? How the hell they paying child support? Like you're not thinking about shit like that. Like you just focusing on that part. But see, at least y'all was able to work things out somewhere down the line. Because some people
Hmm.
never work things out, especially when it comes to that. So
Yeah, my son's almost 18, and he's been begging. He's driving, got his own job, got a girlfriend. He's been begging me to go fishing with him. I'm like, well, when the temperature's right, we'll go fishing. I ain't going in no 90-degree weather. I ain't going. What am I gonna do? Go feed the fish? No, I want to catch fish. We'll go when it's like 80, 75, 80, and not at night. He's never fished before, really. He's fished, I think, 3 times, and so he's just getting into. Like I said, he's 17, about to be 18 in January. This is the sheltered life that they've kept him in. If I would have been in his life more, he would have been fishing, he would have been camping, he would have probably went deer hunting. Because even though that I'm a felon, I can still go hunting. That's not a violent crime or anything. And in the state of Ohio, you're okay for that. Anyways, he just lived a sheltered life, and he's been begging for me to come out, and it's just been too hot.
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Despite weather and all that, get out and go get some time with them. Not gonna lie to you,
I
because there's some
I
people.
should, I know.
No, no, because you gotta look at it. Those are the times you're gonna need right now. Especially like I said, you know, it's difficult when you got kids that are, they not being raised within the same home with both parents. And now, prime example, trying to spend enough time with you. So, that's the most important thing because
Oh,
he's
we
treating
lost you.
you with the respect. He's treating you with the respect because again,
Yeah,
you his father. Regardless of
he
what
is.
the hell happened between you and the baby moms, you still his father. You still his rock. You still his inspiration. So
He's
try to make the best you can. Try to make the time this summer if you can with him, man.
he's been with his grandparents for the last 5 or 6 years. She gave him up too. I didn't give him up. I just never had him.
Yeah. Well, now you got the chance to start getting time with him. Try to
Yeah,
build that bond stronger with him.
that's why I emphasized he's got a car. Now he can do what he wants to do. I was talking to him about going fishing during the weekend, and he was like, "Dad," he said, "I don't know if I can." He said, "I got to worry about gas so I can get to work." I said, "Don't worry about gas. I can get you gas, no problem. That's not the issue. The issue is you getting your little buns over here and picking me up, and let's go fishing. Darn it, you know."
Yeah, but see, it's the thing though. Regardless to what you both just sit down and make the time. Hold on 1 second. Is my avatar
Okay.
back up serious? Let me know something right now. She told me my avatar disappeared. I don't know why stream y'all keep. Man, stop making my avatar disappear, son. I ain't paying for you for nothing. Some
Yeah,
of them.
you got booted for a second. I seen it too. Yeah, your avatar's not back yet.
Oh, come on. Hold on one second. God damn it. Thought I
Go
was back.
to settings and edit audio avatar. Well, I guess I'm the host of the show. And I'm special.
I'm back. No avatar yet?
No, you're good. You're good. It's back.
Oh, I was about to say, God damn it. That's it. I'm ending the show. You pissed me off tonight.
StreamYard be doing that shit. That's why I kind of quit doing StreamYard so much. I went back to doing solos. I'm like, the heck with it. StreamYard's just been a pain in the butt too much.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. You paying for this sucker, and then they either booting you out your own damn live stream or taking your avatar there. But you want
Right?
something out of it, man. Matter of fact, hold on one second. They just got me mad. I just got trolled by StreamYard for the night. So, yeah, another troll drop just came out here today. It's over. It's over here. Forget that. One more game for measurement. They
Don't
just try to
worry.
troll me.
Next time it happens, I'll only porn bomb you once.
Oh no, I don't even talk about that. See, you just try to troll me too. Watch this. That's what they be trying to. That's what they be trying to tell us when this when stuff be happening. Though they be definitely trying to tell us that it's not my problem. Nah, it is your problems. I'm paying for y'all. Why y'all messing me up, son? I'm gonna have to have a talk with y'all, man. You know what? I'm gonna bring my avatar when I had this talk with y'all. Time. What y'all talking about?
I hope that thing was wearing underwear underneath there because it didn't look like it.
Probably was, probably wasn't. I ain't violating no protocols. It wasn't no breast out or nothing. So I don't care. They probably gonna give me an email for that. You wasn't supposed to use that. Come on, let me have some fun, son. I see you in serious, baby. Nah, but but that's the main thing though, for real. Try to give yourself some peace and balance, But also spend some time with try to spend as much time this summer with your son if you can, especially before he does go to college. That's what I'm saying. The main thing about parenting is never easy, but it ain't a hard feat neither. Shoot, I was a guardian for my brother until he turned 21. So,
I hope he does go to college, but I hope he waits a year first. Already got him child support. If he waits 6 months and then goes, then that's all on me. I gotta pay his college. I can't pay with any of that. No way in hell. That would screw me for the rest of my life. I'm hoping though that he'd get a scholarship because he is into his sports. He's been playing football for the last 3 years and he's quite good at it. So,
well, just keep pushing him to do so.
Scholarship, get him out there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, most you can do is try to, main thing too is just keep inspiring him and keep, encouraging him to strive for his dreams and to strive for anything good that could be something. Jewel, what's going on, baby? Yeah, just keep. That's the one thing as a parent. You keep your children, even as a guardian. You keep your children, and anything else. You just keep them motivated, but also keep them inspired to keep building and be greater.
And I know people are probably in the background thinking right now, like, well, this guy really said, I hope he did.
No.
No, if he wants to go to college, God bless his soul. Go ahead and do it. I am literally just joking. I'm having a good time and just talking outside of my neck. So, yeah.
Nah, you good. What the hell is this dude doing? Oh, never mind. You garbage picking. All right, never mind. Thought you was trying to hop a fence. I told you I'm at work. You having
Yeah,
people doing
I'll
the
be
utmost
right
sometimes.
back, Nate.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, just like I was saying, all in all though, and even for some of y'all parents that need to hear that, if you still got opportunities to be with your children before time, then spend as much time as possible. And there's some of y'all prime example, like I was saying, even for those who got your parents. Hey, be blessed that you got your parents, and try to make the best out of all the time you can. Shoot, it's gonna be a rough week for me because Thursday gonna be 3 years my pops passed. Then my mom's birthday would have been that Sunday. So yeah, it's like I told y'all, you embrace everything. Enjoy life, love life. And try to build the best memories you can with those you actually love and care for. Because you never know what can happen.
I ain't heard nothing that you said. I just got back. Sorry.
No, no, I was talking to the people. No, I was just saying, make the best out of everything. Shoot, I got some anniversaries this week, so shoot, just try to make the best out of everything, and build the best memories that you can. See, I might be somewhat sad, but I'm not that sad only because I had memories. So,
Right.
and nothing can take away anything from that. But
I
yeah,
got good.
you just
I got good memories of my parents' anniversaries. Every June 29th, shit gets messed up around here. We get really bad storms. 2012 was the derecho. 2000, or 1998 was the flood. And they were always on June 29th. So I don't celebrate happy memories like that. My happy memory is going to be 2 days from now. July 4th. That's my favorite holiday. Hands
yeah,
down. I like blowing stuff up.
we got a pyrotechnic in the building.
Yes, we do. I'm
Uh,
going tomorrow and getting some of my own because I'm not going out to the park. I'm not watching the show and stuff. I'm going to do my own show.
I feel you. As long as you be safe by doing so, and make the
Oh yeah,
best of that
yeah.
day too.
Believe me, I got plenty of bricks and stuff to set stuff up. I got tubes, everything to set rockets off. If I get cakes, again, I got the bricks. Yeah, I'm pretty safe on it. I haven't had one show go bad yet. Knock on wood.
Oh, that's what's up though. Like I said, certain people got certain traditions. If those traditions are keeping you in the best mind states, and you do what's necessary for you, because again, it's about preservation of mind and peace of mind. So,
I, I guess the reason why I celebrate it so much is because of my past history. Um, not my history, family history is what I mean. My grandfather on my dad's side, he died in Vietnam at like the age of 20, 24, somewhere around in there, something like that. Real young.
hmm,
And a lot of people on my mom's side, they all died in war. War was in war and died old age. But there's just a lot of military in my family, and so Independence Day is really big on my list. It's
I
not
feel
just
you.
about blowing stuff up, but it's still fun.
Nah, I feel you. But like I said, whatever keeps you in a peace of mind and keeps you in a good spirit, then hey, keep doing what you're doing because everything has significance regardless. Things that people do always have some form of significance. But just mostly just enjoy the day and just enjoy the blessings. You still here, you still breathing. still able to make things happen, still able to make things work. So that's
Yep.
the best you can do right now.
Yep. Another thing is, it's not even about the vets and whatnot. It's just a celebration that we're here and being able to do what we can do to this day.
Yeah.
Your freedom,
Yeah.
being able to shoot them fireworks off is a freedom.
Mm-hmm. Right. Nah, but just I just mostly wanted to chime in on this tonight. Just something quick, cause I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't let me
Like I
ruin your
said,
stream. I'm gonna bounce out of here and let you finish up what you was wanting to do. I appreciate you letting me be up here, though. Thank you, Nate.
nah, you good, Savage. You ain't ruined nothing, bro. Like I said, this was more just a quick pop up anyway. I just wanted to discuss this
Right
little
on.
thing. That was it. That was it.
Right.
You're always more
Well,
than welcome to pop in on the conversation, no matter what it may be. And I
for
know
sure.
some people will definitely chime in, but
No,
sometimes I might bring up something that could be trigger warning for people. So I still give y'all fair
yeah,
warning
yeah.
before anything.
I got a lot of haters, so yeah, I understand what you mean.
Mhm.
All right, Nate. You have a great night, buddy. I'll talk to you in the next one. I'll be in the chat though until you go off.
No doubt, Dave. Appreciate you, bro.
Yep. Peace out, brother.
Shouts to Savage Dave for popping in on the panel again. I know a lot of y'all ain't. If you ain't not subbed up to each other, or you ain't been connected, make sure y'all doing so. A whole bunch of good content creators, also some great supporters in it. Yeah, but again, it, I didn't go far from what I said earlier. There are some things that definitely need to change on both ends, not just men but women too. One thing that should change is the aggression, the violence against each other. Whether something was wrong, something was right, don't matter. Stop putting hands on each other. Stop fighting each other, and don't give out energy if you're not prepared to receive it back. You know, again, learn to talk to each other. Stop talking at each other. Stop talking down at each other. Stop trying to dismantle somebody's personality or character. And again, like I said earlier, you know, it could have got worse on either end. So let's stop fighting against each other. This is not just to my melanated community. This is just to all the communities. Period. A lot of you men and women out there, you need to start doing a little bit better. I don't care what age you are. You have to start thinking before you start doing. And for the ones who are already being responsible and know what's what, y'all keep doing what's what and let the blessings keep flowing. You know, main thing to remember is that you don't want to be with somebody that you always want to have stress and drama and any forms of fights with. Yeah, you're gonna have your little light disagreements. That's just how it's always gonna be. But it shouldn't get to a point where you're downing each other, you're hurting each other mentally or physically. Again, start having love and respect. Start having a little bit more compassion. Start having a little bit more humanity. You know, you don't have to be a savage or you don't have to be inept just to get something that's in depth. Like come on now. Time for some people to really realize that again, you're stopping your own forms of happiness and blessings when you're allowing your emotions to dictate everything. For some of you young fellas out there, I need to hear it. I don't care how mad a woman might have gotten you. You have an option to walk away or mess your life up. There's no need to mess your life up for something you could have avoided. And vice versa. You women got to stop trying to think that you could fist the cuffs with dudes and some are just gonna just accept it. No, you might come across that one that don't accept it, and they might give you back exactly what you gave them. And when it does happen, don't play victim. You started it. Again, let's just start having forms of communication. And if we can't agree on things, or if we can't do anything along the lines of agreement, then let's just go our separate ways and keep it pushing. That's the mindset that it should be, but in an imperfect world, we asking for too much. I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. Um, just wanted to chime in on that. And again, let's really start thinking about what's necessary. Again, life preservation is what it is. You can take a chance and possibly mess up or ruin your own life because you're allowing those violent tendencies to lash out. You know, again, when angry heads are in the same room, y'all both just got to part ways because nothing positive will happen of the sort. You know, nothing will happen that's supposed to happen if you're both already, you're arguing, you're yelling, you're screaming, getting combative. Try a little bit more of conversation and compassion, but also have some understanding when you are talking with people too. You know, it's a it's kind of a shifty balance sometimes because you don't want to do the wrong things to offend or hurt anybody, especially if you do care for them. But it's also an eye opener that if you think it's something that could be possible of hurting somebody, then you eliminate that. If I feel my woman will leave me because I'm being too verbally abusive, if I don't change that or if I don't try to correct it, how do I expect myself to keep that same woman? That's what I'm saying. It's about having real discussions and adult talks like you're supposed to. Can't be arguing and yelling like kids because nobody's getting the point across. If I'm screaming at you and you screaming at me, how the hell we gonna get to a damn resolution? You know? And see, this is why I was enjoying these talks these past couple of days because it's something that people need to hear. You're not just gonna get a male's perspective on the do's and don'ts. And oh yeah, Marlene, the next time you decide to do a part two of that, just let me know. We'll figure something out. Or we could bring it here, it doesn't matter. But again, you're gonna get certain talks, not just gonna get my perspective on it. You're gonna get a woman's perspective on it too, because again, we are supposed to be trying to find the person that completes us. We're supposed to be finding that person that we want to spend our time with. And if we're going to spend our time with that person, then we need to make sure that person is on the same level and on the same page when it comes down to building. Again, you'll never build nothing constructive or great if everything is a fight, everything is a miscommunication, everything is on one side of the fence. No doubt, Marlene. I'm gonna try to, give or take. Let me see. Not tomorrow. Friday. You know what? Friday, I'm gonna try to tackle this conversation kind of early. So if you free Friday, you already know what it is. Yeah, Friday definitely, because I'll have the mind space to really sit down and talk about this because it was a good conversation nonetheless. And I think that was a great build on both ends because you got to hear what you need to hear from both ends. See, you can't always just expect to just hear from the men, and you just can't always expect to hear from the women. You're gonna hear from both. See, with me, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring deep conversations when it's needed, and these conversations aren't needed because this is the fate of humanity. If you want to say it, it's the fate of humanity in our hands. Because again, gotta come to some form of resolution. Yelling and screaming gets nowhere. fighting and throwing your life away gets nowhere. It just sets you back even more. And why waste your time with somebody, if they're not going to show and appreciate you and show the love the way you showing them? Frankie, what's going on, my guy? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, just let's come to that notion and that basis right there. You know, in the long run, guess what? If you're an adult, then you have to make an adult decision. You can't be an adult and make childish decisions. Those childish decisions will hurt. Those immature decisions will definitely hurt. And I've always felt like this: cheating is one of the most immature things that you can do. Because if you claim you got something for somebody and you feeling them, then you're supposed to show them and give them your all. And again, appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Working hard in this air conditioner on my back, baby. But you just again, remember this. There's no way you can sit here and say that you're looking for somebody when the only thing you're showing is how to get rid of somebody. And that's what I'm saying. It's the most immature thing you can do is cheat. That's my view and opinion on it. Everybody else might be different, but for me, coming from an old school perspective of things, cheating is always the number one option that will leave you optionless when it comes to your relationship. So if you're gonna choose that option, just know you're gonna have consequences to think about. And trust me, it's not gonna be pretty. And you don't want to be labeled as a cheater for life. Again, we all have made mistakes. Not everybody is perfect, but it's about learning from that mistake. I cheated on somebody, and if that person decides to forgive me, then I gotta change everything I need to change if I want to maintain that balance in relationship. But vice versa, you know. Again, it's about communication. And if you're not going to be real with somebody, then there's no need for you to be with somebody. Period. But that's why that's what I'm saying. Like we just got to get back to communication. Again, emotional intelligence, but also emotional maturity. You know, I can't jump off and jump at somebody's neck every time I feel threatened or act. No, can't do that. I just got to be reasonable, and also I got to keep an open mind. You know, but just remember this: cheating gets you nowhere, and when you do get caught, or when you do get caught, hey, um, trying to either be violent with somebody or trying to outdo them or even trying to cause some form of mayhem, it don't work. I'll put it over there. Keys. Commander baby. Moo moo. Christy, what's going on, baby? And over again, what does cheating get you outside of hurt and misery? It just gives you a headache. But again, we've all have been there at some points. We've done things that we wasn't proud of. But it's about what we learned from that. You know, if you did cheat one time in your life, you learn not to cheat again. But some people, they're just going to be consistent cheaters because they don't know what they want and they're afraid to actually seek what they need. At least from what I see. Because again, if you claim you got a thing for somebody after more than a few dates, and now you really are starting to build, then you need to give that person your undivided attention. You can't say I want to be with you, but you giving everybody your attention. It's not going to work. The worst thing you can do again is cheat on somebody and then hold lies back. Like I was saying yesterday, I felt bad for that man that found out all three of those kids by, well, shoot, what he thought was his three kids ain't his three kids. But you've been married to this person and been loyal for this long just to find out this is what they was doing the whole time. But if at any time, and that's any man or woman, if you get that notion or distinction that something ain't right, then do your investigations and file suit. You know, because again, you don't want to be left in the dark, but you also don't want to hear that type of information from anybody else. You know, a person should be able to be real with you and tell you what it is. And even if they feel like things ain't moving right in the relationship, again, this is where you sit down and have a discussion and a talk. You know, and that's on both ends. You know, I felt bad for him only because again, that man married you. You know, he probably gave you the best life or giving you the best life. You know, and for you to go out there and do that and have no remorse about it, that's crazy. Because again, now you know who's suffering in the long run. Like I said, those kids. Because now you got to find out who their father is. And if you already know who their father is, then you need to fix something and leave that man alone. I guarantee you that man, after deleting those Instagrams and everything, shoot, he probably filed for divorce. Some men will do that, just like some women will do that. You cheat one good time, you mess up your whole balance. Because again, you're gonna lose out on something great because you were in a moment of lust and a moment of temptation with somebody that you was lusting for. And when it's all said and done, you ain't guaranteed that that person going to be what you need. So why take that chance? Lady Shay, what's going on, baby? That's why I said emotional maturity too, because you gotta be mature when you making decisions on your life. You know, but you got, like I said yesterday, you got people on both ends. You got women who have done that to men, and you got men who have done that to women. But again, once you get married, that's supposed to be sacred. Nobody's supposed to be able to come in between your marriage, not unless it's that man upstairs himself calling you home. Nobody's supposed to be able to get in charge of that at all. That one night of pleasure, that one night of temptation could mess you up. If you don't get somebody pregnant, or if you're not a woman and you get pregnant, you might catch something. You still forgot. We still got diseases flowing around out here. Sexually transmitted diseases that are still flowing to this day out here. You gotta be mindful. Not everybody you see is gonna be somebody you won't want to be with. Think about it. And let's think about this, the diseases that you can't get rid of. You mess around with somebody and then contract the AIDS, God forbid. You done contract the HIV, even herpes. Those shits ain't going away. That's definitely not going away. You're gonna be living with that, having to take medications and trying to keep your body afloat because you're fighting something that's just gonna give you hell. You don't get no barbecue plates, baby. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like we just gotta start reminding ourselves, regardless to what, this is not a game. You're playing with your body, having multiple interactions with people unprotected. You're taking a risk. You're taking a high risk on something. And then guess what? Now you end up becoming one of the infected and you start infecting people. But again, some of y'all have to learn to have some form of restraint. Because if you are in a committed relationship or you're even in a committed marriage, that person is supposed to get your undivided attention more than anything. And I see I had somebody popped in here earlier, but I'm gonna tell you again, bro. If you don't type in the chat, you know I'm not letting you on the panel. You my dude and all, but I told you that one time before. Apologies, I ain't let you up, but shoot, we don't do things like that over here. And I already explained that. Next time might not be so nice, bruh. You my peeps, but I might not be so nice next time. I'd actually be in the mood. Oh, but you know, come on now. If you think it can't happen to you, go ahead and keep trying and testing those waters, and you'll see what happens. It's some of y'all that see what it is, though. Now, don't laugh, Marlene. Nah, that he cool and all, but still, he already know what it is. He gonna hear my mouth again. He gonna hear my mouth again. You know, that's what I'm saying. If you are dedicated to that person, then guess what? You stay dedicated to that person. Don't worry, Leonard. I know your shadow hugging ass was coming out. You good? We want to talk about you. Since you want to come in here with the madness, you can take some of this too. See. I'm glad you wanted to come into church today. See. Yeah, I'm glad you wanted to come into church today. So, yeah. I'm gonna slide into the weekend like this. I'm gonna slide into the weekend like that, man. Nah, but you know, you just gotta remember that part though. Um, cheating gets you nowhere. Yeah, nah, I know Marlene, but he cool. He cool. He been here for a while, but still, they know how I give it up. She ain't spamming no chat. She just being light skinned. That's it. She can't help it. It's all good, baby. But you know, just think about it. What are you gaining out of crushing somebody's hopes? What are you gaining out of hurting somebody? Especially somebody that's never hurt you or just showed you nothing but the utmost love and respect. You're showing that again, you're not mature enough and you're not responsible enough to stay in something committed. But until you are ready, you should just stay single, like I said yesterday. Stay single until you know you're ready to do something. It's just real rap stuff. And you know, like I said, just it starts with a real conversation, a healthy one. You know, if I know this is what I'm looking for and this is what I'm setting out to find, then I'm going to set out to find it. But I can't be picky also. And that's the thing. One thing to remember too for some who need to hear. Beggars can't be choosers. And see, like, look, prime example, Marley, some people might take somebody back, even if it was the simplest thing like that. Then you're going to have others that's going to say, hell no. You violated the trust. You violated my overall policy. So I can't rock with that. And guess what? Like I said, if a person is able to, to forgive you and move forward from there, then you need to make the right adjustments and change for the better. But if you just gonna say that just to keep them and then you gonna do the same thing, then maybe you should end it before that. Just something to think about though. I'll drop the link in case anybody else want to chime in, but if not, I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. I know it's a couple people live right now. I gotta show some love to. Um, I'm gonna revisit this conversation and conversation me and Marlene was having on her panel most likely this Friday. So yeah, I mean, in certain instances, you're right, Marlene, you can't. But there's some people who, guess what? If they both cheated, they both learned a valuable lesson. But if they bond and anything was still strong, then guess what? They managed to work past that. But again, You got to keep communication lines open to avoid that. If something don't feel right in your relationship, then you got to open your mouth and say something on both ends. You know. Oh, no doubt. So then, you know what? I will do that next Friday then, Marlene. No doubt. I'm still shoot. My vacation starts Saturday, so I think my last day of freedom will be that Friday. So no doubt, I got you. We can definitely revisit that. Um, like I said, you gonna get a perspective on both ends. Not just gonna get my perspective on it. Any conversation I have, I don't care if I got a full panel or not. Even if it's people in the chat bringing some real helpful information, this is what you get over here. Now, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate Savage Dave for popping in. And I hope all of y'all enjoy your evenings. Some of y'all, it's already morning time. Breakfast time. Oh, yeah, it is Wednesday, technically. So happy hump day. Before we do get up out of here, I know I'm going to get emails, but I don't care. I'm feeling good on this Wednesday. Watch how I do this. Watch how I do this. I can't do it. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait a minute. Baby Rufus' cousin is in here, y'all. I just want you to know that. Baby Rufus' cousin is not playing today. Shoot. But yeah, definitely a great conversation as always. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the building. We still got more to come. And we still got more madness to come. I ain't finished uploading these shits yet. For those that ain't been catching my shorts, y'all acting light skin. You better go catch my shorts. Go drop your boy a like and laugh at it. Damn well every last one of them got some form of story behind it. And just in case if you didn't, for those who might have to go to work, I got a song for you too. People want. Nah, but it's always fun. It's always something to bring over here to people. I told y'all to take my advice months ago and you didn't listen. Party done. But yeah, again, for everybody that might be going out again, especially for the 4th of July, or whether you celebrate it or not, if you got events going on with the family and all, again, just keep yourself hydrated, keep yourself safe, keep yourself motivated, and if you feel you necessarily need to go take care of things health-wise, go do so. Yeah, James, he was part of that too. You didn't take the device. That's why. It's all right though. I'm gonna let that happen. Oh, the new OxyClean, man. Watch this. Oh man, the emails are coming. I know. That's sad y'all won't let me have fun. And look here, man. I'm doing this for educational purposes to a degree. I want everybody to start taking their votes on the short videos and drops for the wheel. Come on, man. Don't be hating on me like that. You gonna hate on me? At least let me do this. At least let me collect something, god damn it. Oh man. She said, hold one more time. Hey, hold on. Let me slide down here real quick. Oh, wait. I can't forget about the cancer babies. Hold on. Again, for all the cancers that are here and not here, I got something for y'all still.
Dear friend, I know it's your birthday today, but keep yourself under control. Don't drink all the alcohol in town or the news will be like this tomorrow.
And one more again for the night.
I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow. I just ain't tryna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow. I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow. Joking.
Oh, man. Nah, but y'all enjoy yourselves, though. Y'all enjoy your evenings. For those following me, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, definitely. And yeah, we got some more to talk about. Let me get up out of here. Start being responsible again on these cameras. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know that love is love and they'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All we do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. And again, hopefully y'all enjoy your evenings, your mornings. And yeah, just be safe, especially on this 4th. And I better smell a barbecue plate in one of these short videos I see with y'all, man. I need to smell a barbecue rib real quick. Oh, for those following me on Clapper, apologies. I was supposed to I got bombarded. I got family here. Somebody saved me from the Bebe kids. Somebody saved me from the Bebe kids. Help. Help, damn it, help. Hold on, let me use my mystical voice. You ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear? Help the bear. That motherfucker gonna need it. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.